My hands were still trembling from the salute when I realized I was trapped. It was my first day at work, and I had to wait until my boss left the office before I could go home. The police academy hadn't prepared me for this. "Lady Inspector, you're still here," my boss said as he walked out the front door of the station. I stood firm and upright, my hand snapping to my forehead in a crisp salute. "Good night, sir," I replied at the top of my voice. 6:30 p.m. I changed out of my stiff uniform into jeans and a white top, packed my things, and headed out. When I reached the street, I hailed the first taxi I could see. Ben & Sons, off Bickett Street. The back door wouldn't open. "Come to the front," the driver said. I hopped in and sat beside him. That's when I really saw him. A black man with tribal marks carved deep into weathered cheeks. Leather bangles stacked on his wrists, cowrie shells at his neck beneath a faded dashiki. When he smiled, a rusted gold tooth glinted in the streetlight. "Good evening, sir," I said carefully. Then switched to English. "Good evening, my daughter." Panic crept up my spine. I glanced at the back seat. The scent of incense and herbs hung in the air. "Relax, my dear," he said, shifting gears smoothly. The leather bangles clicked softly. "What do you do, my daughter?" "I'm a police officer." His rusted gold tooth caught the light again. "Ah, a keeper of order." "I am a Babalawo, keeper of balance." "We are not so different, you and I," he said after a moment. "We both judge. We both decide fates." He glanced at me. "Tell me, did anyone teach you the difference between justice and law?" "They're the same thing," I said. He laughed, touching the bangles on his wrist. "A woman steals bread to feed her dying child. The law says arrest her. What does justice say?" I had no answer. "The spirits don't care about your police manual," he continued, his voice taking on a storyteller's cadence. "They ask only one question. Did you add to the suffering in this world, or did you ease it? But without rules, there's chaos," I argued. "Yes, Doc, but who draws the line? And for whom?" He shifted gears. "You will stand at many crossroads, where the law points one way and your conscience points another. A good officer enforces the law. A great one knows when to bend it. A wise one understands that sometimes mercy is the highest form of justice." He pulled up to Ben & Sons, the symbols etched into his leather bangles catching the dashboard light. "Your badge gives you power. Your humanity must guide how you use it. The ancestors knew this. They gave us wisdom, not just rules." I stepped out and looked back at him. His weathered hand rested on the wheel, the leather bangles stacked like prayers on his wrist. "Thank you. May God protect you, my child." I walked into my apartment, his words echoing in my mind. The leather bangles dot the cowrie shells, the rusted gold tooth, the ancient wisdom wrapped in a taxi driver's patience. My real education had just begun.